Hello guys, welcome to my channel. In today's video I'll be covering the topic of basically bringing all your PUBG sensitivity to Call of Duty, and this will be especially helpful for all the gyroscope players because I'm a full gyro player and I have done this conversion. So basically if you have let's say your sensitivity is like the same as mine, which is 300 for everything except I don't know what that error was, but anyways, this is my gyroscope sensitivity. And yeah, as you can see over here, it's 300. It's max for everything except 6x and 8x, which is 90 and 60 respectively. So basically I've done the conversion, and if yours is more or less the same, you just have to copy my same sensitivity in Call of Duty, which is this. For MP mode and BR mode I will show you, so you don't have to copy the exact values. You can find your sweet spot around this number. And yeah, so as you can see, it's very much different from PUBG, so don't even try to go to reach 300 and 200 and all that. So yeah, so for all those people who wanna know how I did this conversion, I will be showing that also in this video. um, yeah, so in BR mode also I will show the gyroscope sensitivity. So basically I'm not showing the other sensitivity mainly because mine is very much different. It is kind of like the default high of PUBG, but I wouldn't recommend to copy paste that, though I'll just show it in case you feel like you're comfortable with this, or you will be comfortable with this. As you can see in BR mode, this is my sensitivity, and in MP mode this is my camera sensitivity and my firing sensitivity. What you have to keep in mind is that you can't expect that settings to be the same for like you and me. So yeah, so don't copy that in particular. You can go for the gyroscope one. So just so you guys get the overall idea of what my sensi over here is. Yeah, it is the default sensitivity, but I do tweak a lot. Since this is the Korean version, I am just keeping it default, but I will be changing it eventually. I guess this is the medium settings. Yeah, this is the medium settings basically. So anyway, let's get to the main point where you want to find the conversion rate, or you want to find the perfect sensitivity that you had in PUBG and you want to bring that to Call of Duty. So the first thing you want to do is you want to go to the training mode. So what you want to do is, since the recoil is much lower in Call of Duty, I wouldn't recommend you taking M4 or anything. I think UMP and Bison, I think these two guns will do the trick. So we'll just take one extended mag as well, and a red dot and 3x. There we go. So what you're gonna do now is that you wanna sorry about that, I got an emergency call. Anyways, so you want to be standing over here on one side of the goalpost, like put yourself comfortable inside this spot, and you want to look to that direction and just change it to FPP so that it replicates the same scenario in COD. And now we'll go to COD. Before that, I would want you to understand what we're doing here. We just want to match the scenario over here and in COD. So as you can see, there's like a 16-meter gap. We're just assuming that the meter and the distance is same in this case, but I don't think it is. Maybe there's a small variation, but nevertheless, let's move on to COD, where we go to multiplayer mode, and then we change our loadout. You don't have to change your main 5 or main 4. You can go to the very last. So basically my loadouts for this is number 7 and number 8, and in number 7 I put an M4 with a red dot, and in the 8th one I put an M4 with a 3x. Alright, as you can see, there's a 3x on. There you go. So you want to keep the red dot one default, and then you want to start practice match against the AI, which is the bots, the computers, and put the map as crossfire, and then start. So you want to keep PUBG and COD running in the background, one in the foreground and one in the background, so that you can understand and make the changes very fast in the sensitivity, I mean. So the area we'll be using to replicate the same building from PUBG is this. As you can see, it is these 1 2 3 4 5 pillars. So what you want to do is you want to make sure the 16 meter is kept. Let's go this way. I think the marker went wrong over there. Yeah, so basically this is the 16 meter, and we can adjust. I know that we are gonna keep our crosshair or radius between 1 2 3 4 5, these 5 pillars. All right, so the first thing you want to do is you want to go to PUBG, and as you see this position, our center will be this line over here. I mean this panel edge or whatever you can call it, the frame, not panel, sorry. And this frame and this frame. So basically what you want to do is you want to use your gyroscope, or if you want to adjust your the camera settings without the gyroscope, that is with the touch. If you want to set that first, you first want to make this go left like this and then right like this. Do make sure you're having your most comfortable settings, sensitivity I mean, in your game. So in my case, I'll be just showing you how it's gonna be done for gyroscope. So what I'm doing is I'm tilting my phone to this end, and then from the center to this end, and I'm just doing that like 3-4 times and getting used to it and understanding how much of my phone needs to be tilted. So when I go to COD, I should be able to do the same thing without much of an issue. So what I would suggest is to go to 15 meter, because I don't feel like 16 is the same 16 in this game. So I would suggest you to go to 15 meter in COD. So just tilt the phone the same way and adjust it accordingly. Like if you feel like you had to, let's say, tilt your phone too much to reach that sweet spot compared to PUBG, that means you have to increase your sensitivity, and vice versa. So you'll understand how it's done, right? And the same goes for ADS, that is with the red dot, or basically without the scope, the iron sight. Do the same thing, the same drill. Just go from the center to the left and center to the right, and make sure it's, you're comfortable with it and you know what you're doing. Like, you know how much of the phone you're tilting. Just notice how much your arm is moving, how much your phone is being tilted, and do the same thing and make sure you're doing the same movement, almost more or less the same movement in COD as well. As you can see, it was pretty easy for me because I have done my adjustment. So this is for gyroscope, and you can do the same drill for let's say, yeah, the camera movement and fire movement, what you want to keep in mind is that do not change your sensitivity based on your recoil, because recoil is much lower in this game. So you have to make sure your camera and all these basic camera movement, be it gyroscope or with your touch, make sure that that is fixed first, because if you feel that the pull down or the down tilt is too much or too high in this game, don't misunderstand. It's not because of the sensitivity, it's because this game has very comparatively much less recoil than PUBG. As you can see, for me it's like I'm very comfortable because it's not a huge difference for me. I'm comfortable with my sensitivity because it's more or less the same. Oops, I choked that one. So basically you want to change to the other gun now, which has 3x, and you can't do that if you suicide. So you want to get killed by the bots, and trust me, it's pretty hard because these people, oh okay, if you get the grenade, just make sure you die with that. Okay, I couldn't, because that's the best way you can die by these bots, as they don't shoot you, they just shoot around you for no reason. You can see they don't want to shoot you, they want to just be more noob than the most noob player ever. So just make sure someone is willing to kill you. I don't think any of these bots are. So just make sure when they throw a nade, just run behind that nade and just die in that nade. Otherwise you can't, what do you say, you can't die to change your gun. Okay, I should have stayed close to that. Is that a sniper? Okay, that was a sniper, and that was a pretty good sniper as well. So what you want to do now is you want to change your loadout to the one with 3x and do the same thing. Find the spot, measure the distance, and as I told you, I prefer 15 meters. Then you want to change to PUBG and yeah, have the gun with the 3x on, and basically do the same thing. What you're gonna do is, I think I changed my position a bit. Yeah, what you want to do is you want to just put your crosshair over here, and then go left, do the same thing to the right, then repeat that one just 2 or 3 times till you get an idea of how much your phone is being tilted, or how much yeah, basically how much you're moving your hand and adjusting your phone. And yeah, and just do the same thing over here. I think I moved a bit, so I just recalibrate.
Let's go this way.
That was 15 meters, yep. So I'll do the same thing over here. As you can see, I'm pretty much doing it well and good because I am comfortable. It's not exactly the same, but trust me, this is gonna help you find the sweet spot, this drill. And maybe you have to go to 14 meters, or maybe you have to go to 15 meters. Like, the distance is not exactly the same in both games. Anyways, as you see, it was pretty convenient for me, and the same principle. If it is taking you too much tilt to reach that spot, that end over there, do increase your sensitivity. And if it's going there too fast, or if it's going too much to the left or too much to the right when you're doing the same tilt as you did in PUBG, then reduce your sensitivity, and then you'll find your sweet spot. And now I'll just show you how well it has benefited my game. Yeah, the recoil is much lesser, you don't have to drag back so much, you don't have to drag down, I mean, so much as PUBG, because this game has very little recoil. Kind of choked over there, but no worries. So that's pretty much it, guys. I don't want to make this video so lengthy. I just wanted to give you an idea of how you can copy or bring the sensitivity from PUBG to COD, because now the game has been banned and many of you don't really want to take the risk, as yeah, it's basically illegal to play, but we are able to play. And we don't get the same competition or competitive opportunity in PUBG anymore, and we can enter the PUBG, I mean the COD competitive arena, but we have to make sure we grind smart. We can't just expect it all to be the same. The grind will be different, and it has to be smart. So yeah, so that's pretty much it for now. If you found this video helpful, do leave a like, and if you have any doubts, you can leave it in the comment section. I will make sure to answer all of them, and also share it with all your friends who could benefit from this. And yeah, until next time, see ya.